Yeah, it's the turn for Tripta to make few points, maybe some 2-3 minutes.
Thank you, Dr. KP.
Tripta, I'm happy at least one of your student is present. Sheetal is absent. Navdeep Kaur is absent. 3 people turned out with a lot of difficulty and persuasion. I must thank Ashwin for coming and talking. Yeah. Tripta.
Yes, sir. Sir, as I was given the duty to pick up the 5 best speakers, that needs 2 or 3 minutes to do me that, because I have written whatever every participant has spoken. I can summarize the session, sir.
No comments on those. What you have anything to add? Some few points you could. Not
Okay,
on
sir.
the
Okay, sir.
speakers. Yeah.
Right, sir. So
But
many
if
qualities have
anybody
been
has anything to ask, or you have anything to ask to a very specific speaker, you could.
Not as much,
Yeah.
sir, because whatever is said by the participants or the speakers, it is universal truth, because they have given the qualities of the teacher. Those are universally those are accepted qualities. So not a particular question to the speakers, but the qualities they have brought forward, that has appealed much, is the passion among the teachers. Someone has given also the punctuality, organizational skills, and two participants have bring forth technological advancement in the teaching learning process. According to me, that is the need of the hour, because if we are not marching towards with technological advancements, then it will not be possible for us to reach to our students.
Good enough. A small comment on what Tripti spoke. Not on those speakers, I don't. This is a book which I wrote, Adaptive Learning, Teaching Learning Pedagogies for E-Web Net Learning, 15 years back. After my program which I ran in Jawaharlal Nehru University on multimedia teaching, I'll tell you, no teachers were accepting digital teaching. Teachers are the last set of people to respond to technology. And people think that PowerPoint is what is technology. I keep saying no PowerPoint technology is required to be a teacher. I was teaching mathematics in one of the universities here, and for teaching mathematics I never used board, never used PowerPoint, but my words, students have to convert it into numbers. That is what is logical reasoning, analytical skill, all the competitive exams, English words, students have to convert into mathematics. Physics concept. I teach history, mathematics. Tomorrow I have got a chemistry student. Day after tomorrow, geography student. After that one, I will send invitation to all of you and see how those subjects are being taught. Right? Yeah. So it is not technology which is hampering the acceptance of technology by teachers. Many people spoke, but that is not. Conductors started using technology, railway station masters started using technology, but that was all by force. But now teachers are forced. You know, when UGC decided 30 minutes of talk, if you can record and post it to Center for Consortium for Educational Communication, it will be considered as one publication. But still teachers are not ready. Because copy and paste, you can make publications. You have to speak in front of camera, it needs little bit more. And I am telling, all of you have done wonderfully well. And I was skeptical. Many people spoke to me, how somebody can perform in 2 minutes. If Vivekananda could speak less than 4 minutes and turmoil the whole world in America, I am sure teachers can speak for 2 minutes and then make wonders. Right? And you have proved, all of you have proved. Wonderful. Big congratulations to all of you. And a few teachers already started sending their recommendations. I asked each participant to recommend one who could be considered as the best. I asked judges to send 5 names to me. At least 3 judges already had sent me. Okay. Yeah. Now who want to speak? I have got Mission IAS, my friend from Amaravati, Nagpur. He's doing a great job of converting youth into UPSC. Yeah, welcome Naresh Chandraji. Your views on this. You are muted. Maybe Subodh can go. Whoever unmute first. Naresh Chandra is muted. Gokulan ji is available around. Reverend Jose is there from Jammu. Anybody? Any one of you can unmute and speak. Nobody is unmuted. No, Mission IAS. Naresh Chandra ji, you are still muted. Anurima, yes, welcome.
Good evening to all. Listening to all, I was feeling like what I personally feel as when I approach in the class. When I'm teaching, when I'm trying to communicate with my students in a proper way, I need to really know where to start from, or basically starting the page. So we have to actually know that how intense our teaching should be. I mean, it's not only giving some information, but we have to actually touch the basic areas. We have to touch the base point so that we can start our speech. So it's about where to start from. So when you are communicating, it's all about where you start from and how you proceed. The approach, the presentation matters a lot. So not only the content, but the approach and the way you order things and how you start, how you go, that really matters a lot. That I felt that I should do. Okay, so thank you.
That's good. Nice. Anurima heard me in some philosophy conference, yeah? And maybe a year now. She is there in most of my programs. She follows me. She is now.
May I speak now, sir?
Yes. Naresh Chandra. Yeah.
Thank you for giving me the chance for presenting myself. Teacher is a God, teacher is a mother, teacher is a father, teacher is a friend, teacher is a brother. In all respect, I respect my all teachers who built up my personality. I always tell my students who are preparing from UPSC that your teacher must be prompt, must be sincere, must be hard worker and smart worker. He must be in order of discipline. If teacher is in discipline, all the students will follow him. As per, he must be improve his knowledge with modern techniques. Just we are teaching to the students of UPSC. We make a studio in our city of 10 lakhs, and also we provide screen touch facility and pre-coaching for UPSC. Teacher must involvement in all activities. He must be book lover, and he must be interested in reading and writing, just our sir Shashikumar sir, and he must be a motivation personality interested in practical works. As Mr. Shashikumar told us that every activity is practical ground will be increase the personality of the student. He must be polite and he must put honors for others. Thank you for giving me the chance, sir. I put a vote of thanks for all of you, sir.
That was great. Reverend Jose, my brother.
Okay, Dr. Steve, yes. Yeah, so thank you very much for giving me the chance too to participate in such a beautiful session. First of all, I was actually remembering my own teachers. Actually, I don't claim to be a teacher, though I have been in this profession for last 22 years. I don't like to be claimed to be a good teacher. I want to become a student because I'm learning a lot from my own students. Of course, officially I have retired from this profession last year, but still I continue teaching in school students because I enjoy the teaching. Because it is a passion for me. I like to become a student more and more. Every day I like to become a student. That is my passion for teaching. I am not teaching anything. I like to inspire the students, ignite something, and if possible, I try to love the learning, try to teach them, not to teach them, but I inspire them to love the wisdom, the knowledge, and learning. That's all I am doing now here. But I'm very happy to hear all of you, the teachers, because I am part of the administration of the society, the school, still young teachers. I think that arranging this program, actually Dr. TPS was trying to make a new standard for the national scenario, how we can collaborate from the four corners of our nation and get their ideas and give a new model to the education system. That especially we are now discussing a lot again, about the national education policy. Therefore, I think it is one of the best models perhaps to evolve a national education policy that actually integrate the whole nation. This kind of process, I think we have to make our nation as a single nation, one nation. Otherwise, we know that different cultures, different language, and we don't know each other. But this program, this is a very much part of our national integration. Therefore, once I am very, very grateful to my classmate and brother, Dr. Tipisha Shuma, and thank you very much for giving me the chance also to participate in this kind of beautiful session. Okay, thank you.
After long years, I met my classmate Jose very recently because I was hunting back the history of my own village. And we have a weekly seminar on learning from the elders the history of my village. And I am coordinating that, in which we had a Teachers' Day program also. And we met our teachers who taught us probably 40-45 years back, 50 years back. It was a great meeting each other. Good. Gokulanji?
Excuse me.
It is indeed an enriching session where I could listen to the youngest speakers, the youngest mentors, to the most experienced teachers. One thing what I felt was this 2 minutes pep talk about teacher that could reveal most of the teachers' experience from their classroom transactions, and some of the senior most teachers, speeches. Sulekha ma'am, for example, Bhattacharya, for example, she was telling that no morals can be taught. I really felt, that is what we were actually groomed. We never had life skills lessons and all. We never had moral science, books in our childhood, but we had living moral, what we call exemplified personalities. One personality is sitting in front of us, Dr. TPS. We just see them, and looking at them, we learn many things. In our childhood, our teachers, my teacher, Rosemary, who initiated me towards learning English language. We were all from government schools. We never had the paraphernalia to learn better, but those teachers have instilled the first lessons of humanity, the morality, And we saw them, their punctuality, their honesty, their integrity, their love, their compassion. They were the first lessons of, moral science for us. From there onwards, we look forward for such like personalities in our life. And God definitely takes us such personalities in our life, we come across. That's the reason a good teacher is as good as a student. A good student makes a good teacher. And if a teacher is able to make the student think better, we make them how to think, not what to think. We teach them how to think. And there we require training. One of the ma'am was mentioning that, we have almost 19,000 teacher educator, universities or centers, but 25% teachers only comes out of that. That is really, a paranoid situation. Yet, that is where a teacher need to be trained to understand the mind of the student. Understanding the mind is more important. The biggest challenge is not technology. Biggest challenge is not able to garner or gather the information. That's all in fingertip. Biggest challenge is to understand the piece of life. If you understand this just one piece of life, you can understand the other person. That's what Jos Dale, sir, and all of the senior most teachers were experiencing. And most important thing is, whatever profundity you have, knowledge you possess, makes no difference if you are not able to connect with the student in the classroom. So that connectivity comes only when you love, when you understand. So that happens when you interact with great people, great teachers. Satsangatve nisangatvam, nisangatve nirmohatvam, nirmohatve nishalatvam, nishalatva jeevan mukti. I found such a mentor, such a great motivator in Dr. TPS. And of course, I had other brothers also, but this gentleman really amazes me. I don't know how he finds time. Again, I have to redefine teaching, because in a day, other day I was just he was attending an Utsahin program, and he was also taking Gita classes regularly, and today this program. And you won't get him, one day I tried to catch him at home. He was taking session. I took the books for my students, and my students were asking, sir, we want more sessions. My management asked us, definitely, we'll make him, we will take his. This is what a teacher is a living encyclopedia. And beyond that, he is a transformer. Somebody told here very rightly that he should touch and transform the person. If one person, if he can transform, your life is fulfilled. But our life, it's not a profession. I say it's a divine call. Teaching is not a profession. It's a divine vocation wherein we are all blessed, blessed to touch and transform millions, either with your words, with your compassion, with your teaching. We never remember what we have learned in our childhood, in our high school, or in a primary. But remember the teacher, their words, their love, their compassion, and what they have told us, that we carry forward. So, one of the youngest person told that I want to be a teacher who is unforgettable, to the students and all. We will keep that, memories in their hearts, such that they turn out to be, transforming leaders. They are the leaders. We are creating leaders, actually. A profession then teaches all other professions, creates all other professions. But then we need such like mentors like Dr. TPS. I profoundly thank on this platform, though he said not to use any greeting or any thing, but I fall short. It falls short if I don't, say this. We need such like great, mentors. Thank you so much, sir, for giving this opportunity and listening to these wonderful speakers on this session. I hope you would carry this great, sermons that you have made in 2 minutes in the classroom transaction, and such that children turn out to be, blossoming, exuberant personas, such that they can lead our country to be the Vishwaguru. Thank you so much.
Gokulanji is director of one of the leading schools in Hyderabad, and he's a beautiful, beautiful singer. And we keep meeting on songs every weekend. We have a music program every Saturday 7:30, and he is one of the best contributor in that. We have Nancy Joseph, who was eager to speak. I was only looking at pictures who are coming in the front row, so I'm only calling by that pictures which computer displays. No preference for me.
Since I have a guest time, Harry sir, excuse me for the expressions of Hari. Thank you, sir. The key person behind this wonderful program, Dr. TPS. Dear loving senior and junior teachers, I deem it a great privilege to address this August gathering. Here is a wonderful assembly of outstanding teachers, juniors and seniors, with a great vision and with a wonderful vision. And I have been listening to the words of these upcoming teachers, junior teachers, the budding stars of our nation, who entertain or who cherish wonderful dreams and visions regarding the teaching career. I have noted the important points, and I really appreciate all the speakers for their way of presenting the key points or the key ideas in the teaching career. A teacher should keep in mind in this career. And as a teacher for the last 33 years, I would like to tell you one thing. If you want to be a great teacher, if you want to be a real teacher who and warms the hearts of the students, you have to be faithful and sincere to your students. And you have to listen to them willingly and patiently. And also, you have to stand by their side whenever they are in need of our help. And we have to sharpen our skills and update our knowledge and refine our sentiments consciously and purposefully. And more than that, we have to become the divine voice. As one of the speakers said, it is our duty and responsibility to inculcate fundamental values, core values of love, forgiveness, gratitude, and concern, philanthropic values, etc. in the classroom. That's a duty of a teacher. And also it's a duty of a teacher to create and generate curiosity in the minds of the students. A teacher is supposed to stimulate the desire in the mind of a student to pursue his studies spontaneously, voluntarily, passionately, and cheerfully. And if a teacher succeeds in that attempt, like our guru, Dr. TPS, he is encouraging everybody to pursue their studies and research in their field of excellence. He is asking us to achieve excellence day by day. And he believes, or a good teacher believes, that every student is a person of unique worth. And even when the students may not know that, but the teacher should realize that in every student there is hidden potentials, tremendous possibilities, and a teacher should have belief and faith in these qualities, the hidden innate possibilities of the student's life. And those who are able to stimulate that desire to grow up, to develop. And a teacher, she or he is the real teacher. A real teacher is a developer of the dreams and visions of the children. A real teacher is a facilitator who stands along with or who moves along with the students. I'm really so happy to be part of this wonderful program. As one of our senior teachers said, that it is a program which contributes to national integration, and also it is a program which enhances us to sharpen our commitment to our profession. Even after retirement, every day I have been enjoying the process of teaching, the activity of teaching. I'm also a passionate teacher, and I'm so happy to meet this gentleman, this great guru, and a person. I don't know how to explain his qualities. A person, a versatile genius who is well versed in so many things. He speaks words of wisdom, and I respect you, sir, a lot. And I'm here just because of my reverential affection towards you. And I hope and pray that you can kindle the spirit of enthusiasm and commitment and passion in thousands and thousands of young budding teachers in our nation. I express my sincere gratitude to you, and also I promise my wholehearted support in your endeavors, this kind of activities. Thank you all. Since I am in a hurry, please permit me to leave.
Always you can go. I don't know how good a teacher Ansi is, but I know she is a good student of mine on Bhagavad Gita on every Sunday. Manmohan ji and Nilaya. Nilaya can wait. You want to dance, Nilaya? Yeah, dance. Nilaya or Reddy? Manmohan Reddy, Nilaya, Subodh, yeah.
Sir, only one thing I can say with bigger this thing. That is, a teacher should be able to really spot a child's that potential, passion, and a purpose. If these three things, if a teacher can really spot out, then I think the role of a teacher has been fulfilled. That's what I thought of really giving to a student. This is what I can say.
Manmohan Reddy Garu is a doctorate in English, but more a farm passionate person. And he pulled me last 2 years into farming. So I'm in the field because of him. Thank you, Manmohan ji, for that. And he always believes that social related teaching is a man who propagates NIOS in India.
Here, one more parent is there, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Amarnath Reddy.
Good, great. Nice to see the policeman. He is a policeman who is from Hyderabad, who also contacts me every day with his passionate student. Good. We had a horse riding the last time when we met. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Subodh.
Good evening. Actually, this is the first time I'm attending more than 26 teachers, last dispensation, more than 26 teachers in a short duration, around 2 hours. All teachers from all parts of India, they are all done very well presentation, and my big congratulations to you all. I hope you will maintain the relationship with Dr. TPS, who is the man, the trainer, Acharya, trained maximum number of teachers in India. A mentor like TPS will definitely help you to serve better your students. I hope you will maintain the good relationship with Dr. TPS. And I would like to thank you, Truptaji, for her initiative to arrange this wonderful session. I don't know personally Truptaji. Hope you will continue this kind of good work. In Kerala, the last 7 years, we got many opportunity. Our students in Kerala got many opportunity to attend Dr. TPS live sessions. Many classes around Kerala. And many of our students are in IITs, are in IAC and ICES, medical colleges, and many are went for the research abroad. All this great result came to the great inspiration by Dr. TPS. We thank you very much, Dr. TPS. Yesterday also, we done a wonderful session for our kids in Kerala, school kids. Hope your relation, your contacts with Dr. TPS help your students very much. Once again, thank you for Truptaji, and I'm very happy to see Anusha after a very long period. Hope Anusha is there. Yes. Very happy to see you, Anusha. Hope you are doing well. Okay. Thank you all once again. Thank you very much.
Subodh is one who took me to maximum number of children in Kerala, and here has got a bunch of brilliant students who are aspiring for national institutions. Yeah. And he is the one who paid me probably maximum money also. Yeah, anybody else?
Can I?
Yeah.
Namaskaram, Dr. TPS, and namaskaram to everyone. All the teachers from their experience, they give their valuable points. So that is very true that a teacher should know the student's background and student's psychology. So I was a school first from 7th standard to 10th standard. I'm an engineer, and recently I got a chance to teach also. So in between my career break of 6 years, I learned, I understand so many things with spirituality. So last 1 year, I started finding time to meet my old schoolmates. So recently I went to my schoolmate, one of my schoolmates. She was very good in athletics, and now she has a farmhouse actually. But she's very energetic person. She's a lady, and while discussing, we three classmates while discussing, I understood that she was traveling from a long distance actually. So she has to walk for around 45 minutes to reach from her house to school. And the friend who took me, he's an auto driver. He was also my schoolmate. So we three were chatting around about our old school days. So the auto driver, he was telling me that time. So I told them first. I told them sorry, because sometimes I became the class leader and I put some of their names, and they got scolding from the teachers. So I told them the auto driver who took me, he's my friend. I told, I'm sorry that because of me you got beating from teacher. I'm so sorry. So so he told that's okay. Actually, I was not getting that much time to learn from in my house. I was not that much good environment. Actually, from the river and all, they were taking sand and all. Okay, so night time I had to work hard, and morning time I was not getting time to study. Then I told them, I understood, our viewers understood. Some of the students are having good opportunity, good environment. So that is why they are very good students, and many students, they are not getting good environment, and we cannot blame that they are not intelligent actually. And last week I met another classmate. Actually, two of his both his parents passed away, so I went to meet him actually. So that time one more student came. So as Jamie is here, I came to meet you. Another person also. Okay, so again we discussed the same thing. So he was telling, I didn't have, so I told them, see, that time I was school first, but now I realize that it is not the students' mistake that they are not getting good marks. And so then he listened to me, and then he was telling me that, Jamie, after the age of 15, by the age of 16, I took charge of my house because my father was not taking care of the house, and even in the school I was struggling a lot. So immediately I finished 10th class, I took responsibility of my house, and I worked for several years to raise my family up. I gave education to my younger ones. And ultimately, when I'm looking back, I think if I had a good family environment, I would have reached much higher, a little more higher. So when I'm seeing in the school, he was always cheerful actually. Nobody could recognize that he was having that much pain in his pain inside. So those things. What I am understanding is that a teacher. And they were telling me that for some teachers, they were biased, students having very good mark. But for us, we didn't have that much environment in our house. So I made him realize that it's not your mistake. And when we are attending an exam in an exam hall, getting a mark is a combination of many things. For that, we need a little memory, intelligence, then good environmental condition at school, good environmental condition at home and at the school also. So all together, and when we are sitting for a 2 hours exam in an exam room, the continuous thoughts should come continuously. So all these things matters to mark actually. So while I was sitting in an exam room for what's around recently in an engineering college, I was just sitting peacefully actually. I didn't give them any tension that because of me they should not get worried. Because some teachers, they have an attitude that they'll be like looking at the kids like a police, actually. So I made them in a comfortable environment that at least whatever the things they should learn, they should reproduce in the paper. Because a break of 5 years made me realize that getting marks, very good marks, is not in your hand alone, actually. It is a combined effort of many things. So, a teacher, actually, nowadays know a lot of researches are going on. Like, if I highway engineer, we have many things, material we are putting in the road, and we will see how long it will stand in the road. So, for example, Kayur geotextile, if you are putting in the road, how long the Kayur geotextile will sustain?
Gemini, you are going too technical and too specific. I think, yeah.
In the same way, teachers have a record of how the student, if a student is coming to a particular level, or if a student is going to a lower level, what is the reason? Like that, teachers can have a research also.
Thank you. Thank you. Anu, Nilaya, Mustafa. Anybody?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Mustafa.
Yeah, Mustafa, you can go.
Darcy.
Okay.
Mustafa, you can go.
Mr. Orlin.
Okay.
Make it brief. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to share. Hello.
Yeah, speak.
Okay. So, as a teacher, we always insist the students to read more, study more, work hard more. So, what we have to make the students aware that more is always not more. So, we have to stop that habit of more. We have to train them. We have to give them proper practice of how to read scientifically. What are the scientific learning methods? How we can help them to learn easier? Normally, most of the teachers are insisting or forcing the students to study more, work hard, more. We have to stop that one. More is not always more. I conclude. Thank you.
Yeah, I keep saying, somebody was mentioning, don't learn by heart. I keep saying, learn by heart. Your heart must be open, not the head. I think teaching goes into head. It doesn't work. It has to come into heart. It works. Yeah, Nilaya or Anu.
Okay, now I'm on. Okay. So I just want to complete a little bit for whatever, because I've been listening to everybody, and one word that is very important for us teachers to understand is the word respect. Not only respect outside towards the students, but respect towards us as human beings. Because what happens is, what am I? I am somebody. I am a double Aryan with a Leo moon. So I am somebody who could be anything in life. I could have any job in life. When I was a student in the kindergarten, my mom would have to come to the school to tell the teachers that it was okay. I could be standing up because I cannot be sitting forever. But now I'm 60 years old now, so I learned how to sit. It took me 60 years to learn how to sit. But, so after that, I became a gymnast. So I was #1 gymnast in Brazil in the 70s. I would never go almost to school because I had to be traveling for world championships, blah, blah, blah. And so what happened? I would have always the back grade. And if there was somebody in the school, everybody would say, how can she make it? She never comes to class and she has always the back grade. Then I went to college. Of course, I had to make a choice. I was still a gymnast. And I decided to make the easiest choice. I went to physical education. And it was a very wise choice for me because there was the moment I grew up. I was a gymnast, so I loved gymnastics. But then when I grew up, I knew that sports was not the same passionate idea with the blah, blah, blah people. So I became people, how that people that didn't know how to make somersaults, how could they live? And I would just get connected to really, really street people who make a living out of the street. And those people, they have so much compassion in their hearts, and they're such wonderful people that I have.
Yeah, that
they
is-
have such a hard life, and they come back easily.
Yeah, that is what we call it as savidya, or the value. The savidya and the value which makes human really human, and human being as really social being. So being social is social being human is human being. Making that is savidya. Wonderful. Thank you a lot.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anu,
So
Suchita.
that's enough. So what I want to say is that our parents, our teachers, they're wonderful people, but they cannot, well, we can do miracles without knowing that we do miracles, because that's what my mom always taught me, my parents, because they could not hold me inside. If I say, like when I was hosted by my friends in New Jersey, there was this wonderful house, but the place, there was no cab, there was no bus, and I said, I need to take me into Manhattan, or I go walking, and I do that. So, some students, you can do your best, but they will do whatever is about for them to do. Then what they taught me is like you pray. So what I do, I teach and I pray.
Thank you, Nilaya. Thank you. Yeah. Anu, Suchita.
Thank you for such a wonderful session. Though, like, I'm not an educator, I'm a student, but I believe that there is a teacher in each one of us, and it has been really motivating to learn different views from people all around different corners from all around different corners of India. And I have been actually making notes during this session, and I would surely follow all different things that I have learned through this session. And thank you so much, everyone.
And we had one Nisha from Nepal also, who is working in Shillong. Good. Suchita.
It was Pranam. It was a great opportunity to listen to so many varied views about the teachers, and definitely they are all wonderful individuals, and they had own experiences which can be shared with us. But for me as a student, or as a person who is not an academician, as a child always the teacher is the best teacher who comes to our level, tells us, gives an opportunity to respond, reciprocate well, and tells us about the environment and all the things together. And that's the best teacher in the world. And I think you may have the degrees, you may have the academics, but definitely being a good human being is the best thing to be. And thanks for all those teachers. And I would thank all those bad teachers also, because I learned caricatures because of the teachers who were not good at teaching. And thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Amandram aksharam nasti nasti moolam ayogya purusho nasti yojagaha tatra durlabha. Googlanji, correct, no? So nobody is useless. Everybody has got their own purpose in this world.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have to only put them at the right place. But some people are put in the wrong place as teachers. They not only break the bridges and kill people, they kill generations to come. So that's the biggest problem, when teachers are bad and the teaching institutions of teachers are much worse. So it needs repair, because the right to information, right to education also says that we also have a right to get good teachers. Right? So wonderful. I think I have not left anyone here. Everybody spoke. That's the beauty of our programs. We make everybody be a part of it. Though maybe short, you're all welcome. We will have more equations forward, more interactions forward, more activities forward. Like it's a national integration, but not directly as national integration, but an indirect method of doing so. So that's what always I believe. Good. Anybody left out? I don't think. Everybody is here. There are very, very senior people also came forward. I did not reject them when they wanted to be part, because they all feel that they are also less than 30. So it's nice to feel young though you are above 30. Good. So thank you. I must thank Tripta ji for giving this opportunity to make it national. Wonderful.
Sir, I just want to give the clarification for that. There was Ruchi Thapa, sir. She has put forward the condition of teacher education institutions. That is the reality that she has mentioned, because students are not coming to the colleges. They are going for the degrees only. It's why that we are not having any link, and we are not in their touch. It's why that we want to do something, but the students are not there.
Yeah.
There are more than 200 teacher education institutions in Punjab, and now the trend is that the students, because of the left seats, colleges are admitting the students and allowing them not to come to the college. When the student is not coming to the college, how can we affect him or her? That is our tragedy at this moment.
We want only very few good people. Good enough.
But you cannot understand the restlessness in me, that we want to do something, but we are not having someone.
I wish everybody in India becomes restless. Then the world will change.
Right, sir. You're right.
No, I have seen the spirit in you, otherwise we will not communicate, right? Otherwise I do programs with thousands of institutions. We will finish the program, they don't communicate. But Tripta was calling me continuously for 2-3 programs. They found that you are interested in. You also came forward and said we should do something. So we have done something. You are also part of it. You are part of it. We will do many more.
Even my faculty is fed up of me.
No. No, forget about them. Forget about them. We need only students. Forget about the colleagues. Students will do much more than the teachers sometimes.
So let's see, new education policy brings some change.
No, it doesn't.
It
doesn't. There is nothing in the new education policy. I told you many lectures, I told in most of the time there is nothing new in the new education policy. If you have some hope, nothing will change. Because it's only in the teachers who are going to the classes education policies. I spoke about new education policy as it is what Rajendra Prasad told 50 years back. Without any change, people said, yeah, Dr. TPS spoke about new education policy. I said I didn't speak about that, I spoke about only Rajendra Prasad's. Because people don't know. They have not read it. I don't know whether Triptaji read Rajendra Prasad's education policy so far. If you read, you will know. Kasturi Rangan was my boss when I joined Department of Space. So it's only coordinating people, put them together. They don't read what India has done, India has projected. They take from some other country and say, this is great, you have to implement. Which was already there in India in our first policy itself. But what has happened? The university has become the world's city. That was not Rajendra Prasad's problem. He had the university concept, but the vice chancellors, teachers, everybody made it into very specialized world cities. The universe has gone. That's a problem. So we are again trying to say that we have to re-establish university. Is that something new? We had all the universities where everything was taught. So only teachers can make a difference, I'll tell you. It's on all your hands. Let us do something very slowly, making our own colleagues to be part of this. We will have many more programs. I don't know what I will do. I have no plans. But let us discuss. You are all welcome to come and discuss, and then we will plan something new. Anurima, you have done wonderful, because maximum number of participants are from Anurima's team. So thank you, congratulations, God bless you. Yeah.
Sir, I have to say something. Sir, actually, what I have seen, that you were pointing out right in the beginning, that basically we have to be service cities, and we are. So it is us who has the greater responsibility. And so it becomes like as if it is the right of the students to get education, and the students need to be made alert of their rights. Okay, so it happened like I sometimes met with students and I try to make them really aware that you have this right. You have the right to express your problems. You have the right to demand You have the right to demand whatever you need from the students. But there's a sort of attitude in some of the teachers have felt that who actually does not allow students to exercise their rights. I shouldn't be blaming that way, but when it comes that the students somehow try, I believe they are shaky. They're always shaky to that. Okay, but somehow if the students come forward and try to exercise, saying that, sir, I'm having a problem here and I want this, or I need this, or you can help me. So sometimes it happens with teachers just because of their ego, just because they have a sort of ego as a teacher that I'm at some level higher to you. So if you are not in a position to demand things. Okay.
No,
so
there are problems. Let us not list out,
Yeah.
Anurima, don't describe the problems here. Let us find solutions. I'm sure you are good in finding solutions. And we will share the good deals, what we can do. See, somebody who spoke here also was trying to find a lot of problems. I think the problems are not what we want. We want some method of solving the problems and share it to others so that they know there is a problem. This is how I should attack. Okay. I'm sure everywhere there are, when you clean some place, you have to throw that waste somewhere. So there is nothing called shuch. Somewhere it is cleaned, then you have to throw somewhere else. You are cleaning the house, then there is a dustbin. So I'm sure it is there everywhere. So just ignore them. Just ignore them. Don't glorify them. The more you discuss with the problems, you become a box of problems. Once you ignore problems, Purne Manasi Sampurnam Jagat Sarvam Sudhadravahi. The way you think is that. So don't discuss problems. Don't talk about problems. Talk about activities which you think is good. Keep pushing it. If I am telling that something is not there, that is to think and get a spark. We will find solutions. We will keep moving it with activities. That's why we kept activities. So if some problems are there, it's good. Suppose you stop the large flow with a smaller buckle, then the pressure will go faster. That's how it happened today now. Got it? So you should use it as the force. Don't stop your force because there is a stoppage. Yeah, Tripta, last word.
Sir, one day we can discuss the best practices.
We will have.
Thank you.
Thank you. I took your points, Anurima, but there is no end for. If you start asking everyone, they will have a lot of conflicts. That we can have one-to-one. That we can have one-to-one. That we can have one. I am telling none of these people are going to solve your problems and ego of some other teachers. So why do we speak about it? Just leave it.
I just wanted to say that we need to encourage students in exercise.
Yeah. So make students active. That's what she says. That's already I also told. Ignore your teachers. Make your students active. That statement I told, that's good enough. Good, wonderful. I understood. I know the problems. I know the problems of good teachers. I know bad teachers have no problems in this world. They'll get their salary, do their job and get out. Always it's like that. So thank you all of you. God bless you, inshallah. Let God bless you each. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you
Dr.
very much.
Thank you too, Dr.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank
We
you.
went too long, more than expected because I was not experiencing this much.
Thank you
I
all.
thought maybe half of them will come. We will be able to finish fast. It went
So
good.
the result is dynamic. Everyone
That's
spoke.
really wonderful. Really wonderful.
Thank you so much.
All
This
because of you, because you are a hard taskmaster.
No,
sir.
all of you have given a lot of courage to me saying, yeah, it is possible. That's it. Wonderful. Love you all. Love you all. Thank you.
You too.